Hello, I hope my identity will be kept anonymous when this story is posted. I will, however, be lurking around to read the comments. Let me start from the beginning. I lost my virginity at the age of 13 to my very first boyfriend in junior high school. After that, I never got intimate with anyone I dated again for some time because I was afraid of being used and dumped. However, I met another person in senior high school that I had sex with, and we dated till after senior high school, where we grew apart. Before going to university, I had only slept with 2 people, but the university is where my awakening began. The friends I made when I entered the University of Cape Coast were very liberal and sex-positive people. They believed that women should have the same freedom and privileges that men do. If there is something men aren't criticized for doing, then women shouldn't be criticized for doing it either. A lot of their way of thinking made sense to me, and before long, I started to think and act like them. I no longer saw sex as a man using a woman, but as 2 people having mutual pleasure. Once I changed my mentality, I was free and finally started to enjoy life. I wouldn't say my friends were a bad influence, no, just socially free spirits who wanted me to be happy. I started to write down names and keep track of every guy I slept with. Slowly, the number of names just kept going up. I'm sure there was some guy I even forgot to write down. My friends and I would often go out at night and make friends and party. If we met anyone we liked and vibed with, we either followed them home or brought them back to our hostel to do things. We all understood each other. If you brought a guy back to the hostel, the other girls would just excuse you to do your thing before coming back. If you wanted him to spend the night, then the rest of us would perch at another hostel till the following morning. We did a few sex parties and threesomes too, but those were once in a while and on rare occasions. After I left the university, I got a job and didn't have much free time to go out, so there was a slight reduction in my lifestyle. 2 years ago, I realized that I have had sex with 300 people. At this point, I realized that it was enough, so I decided to stop. I have had all the fun I wanted to have and was ready to have a serious relationship now, but it seems like men keep judging me for my past. Personally, I believe that honesty is very important in every relationship. So whenever someone asked me about my past or how many people I have been with, I just tell them the truth. But this seems to scare guys away. Either they just stay away or they wait till they get what they want and then they leave. So I have resorted to lying and telling people I have dated 2 or 3 people. But even that isn't a foolproof plan. I was out with a guy I was dating one time and we came across one of my exes. I introduced them, and after we left, my boyfriend said I hadn't told him about this particular guy and I had lied to him. Needless to say, that relationship didn't last. At this point, I am just confused on what to do next. Part of me just wants to move to a different city or country where nobody knows me and then start my life afresh. But that will be very expensive and I don't have the money to relocate. I don't know why people are so close-minded and judgmental. I will be reading the comments for advice on what I should do, please.